of Calvary. Yes, I'll sing the wondrous story of the Christ who died for me. Sing it with the saints in glory, gathered by the crystal sea. I was lost, but Jesus found me, found the sheep that went astray. Threw his loving arms around me, drew me back into his way. Yes, I'll sing the wondrous story of the Christ who died for me. Sing it with the saints in glory, gathered by the crystal sea. Days of darkness still come o'er me, sorrow's path I often tread, but his presence still is with me, by his guiding hand I'm led. So yes, I'll sing the wondrous story of the Christ who died for me. Sing it with the saints in glory, gathered by the crystal sea. He will keep me till the river rolls its waters at my feet. Then he'll bear me safely over where the loved ones I shall meet. Yes, I'll sing the wondrous story of the Christ who died for me. Sing it with the saints in glory, gathered by the crystal sea. Yes, I'll sing the wondrous story of Christ who died for me. Sing it with the saints in glory, gathered by the crystal sea. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one above you? Fill my heart with gladness. night. We're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling, well, all right then. It's 8 o'clock on Sunday. Regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man, he's sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. Said, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. La 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 la, la 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 la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, I hope you are, and you've got us feeling all right. Now John at the bar, he's a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke, or he'll light up his smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. He said, John, I believe this is killing me, as the smile ran away from his face. Oh, I know I could be a big movie star if I could get out of this place. La 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 la, la 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 la, la la. Sing us a song, you piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. Paul, he's a real estate novelist. He never had time for a wife, and he's talking to David, who's still in the Navy, and probably will be for life. And the waitress is practicing politics as the businessmen, they slowly get stoned. Well, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. La 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 la, la 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 la, la la la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. Well, it's a pretty good crowd for Sunday.
Literally, I lost my way. I thought it was another room. I thought I was in the Yamaha room playing on the Tuesday. I did. And then, suddenly, I realised where I was. And we have decided, I decided this week to not do the backing track because
he just
many
likes
of you
to keep you
complained.
Did they?
Many of you wrote in hundreds upon hundreds of letters, probably topping nearly 1,000, saying, we want to hear more from the manager. We're sick and tired of you. Those are the words, sick and tired. Those two words together.
Of you thinking this show is about you.
Right. Well, clearly it's not. And so what I thought I'd do was I'd just give it a little bit of pause. Wait. It's called in music. We're going to do a bit of music lessons here now. It's called an interrupted cadence for those of you out there. So you're going from there, chord 5, to chord 6. Before we go back to chord 1. But we're not touching chord 1 yet because we're talking to Sue. Sue, speak.
Hello.
And so moving on, So, Sue.
Hello.
I note with alacrity. I haven't got one of those. I never had an alacrity before. And no, I didn't have one. And then somebody gave one to me for Christmas. And it's always the last thing you expect, isn't it?
I think you can get them from WH
Do you know what she said to me today? She said, so is that it?
Is that what you're wearing?
And I thought I'd show a little bit of chest hair. There, right there.
Oh,
see,
dear.
right there. I put this shirt on the other day.
And you haven't taken it off?
I haven't taken it off, you know what I'm like.
Just because your son and daughter-in-law said, I like that shirt. I haven't seen that
make
before.
A bit of a
he hasn't taken it off since.
I have to say, it did make a bit of difference. When the younger generation look at the older generation and they even notice that you're there, I always find that's to be... you know what I mean? That's a plus. Remember a lady came up to me, a 71-year-old, she said, you try being a 71-year-old woman. She said, literally, you're invisible. Nobody speaks to you.
Got a few more years to go yet then, but...
You haven't got many years.
No.
Now, for me, people look at me. I mean, let's just take a look for a minute and go, whoa.
Yeah.
Don't they?
Yeah.
They go...
They do.
Whoa.
They go, wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
No, not wow. No, they don't go wow. They go, whoa. There's a very big difference. Whoa is spent... W-O, not E, because that would be whoa. Oh, whoa is me. That's different. That's W-O-H, whoa. It hasn't got quite a diphthong. Whoa. Anyway.
I don't know what he's talking about. I'm sorry.
But I thought I'd put a new hat on now. Here. That's from Rachel. It's got Piano Man on the front. And the manager, she gives me a smile. Because despite the letters, she knows it's me.
I do.
They've been coming to see, to forget about this dreary life sometimes.
For a while.
And the piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone, it smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? La 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 la. Now come on now and sing us a song, you piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. As the piano dies away once more, we welcome you to another 2 hours of pondering, singing, and sheer and total rubbish.
But here's one we can all join in with. He's been practicing.
I haven't. We loved it last week, so sing it this way. You get it out. Where it began
I can begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong. I was in the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you would come along? Touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you, sweet Caroline. Good times have never seemed so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would, but now I look at the night and it don't seem so lonely. We filled it up with only two. And when I hurt, hurting runs off my shoulders. How can I hurt when holding you? One, touching one, reaching out, touching me, touching you. No, come on now, sweet Caroline. The good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. No, 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 no. Come on, last time. And sweet Caroline, the good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. No, 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 no. That's the bottom A below bottom A.
It's come up on my screen. No, 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 no. Okay, so he's working this into his program. He's doing a concert next week for a church in Daventry, and we've decided that this will be a good one to get them all going. So he just wanted to practice it again. So you're in the right show, Sharon. It's just he's done it 2 weeks running. Okay, she thought it might be last week's on repeat.
Sorry, everyone's a critic, aren't they? Goodness gracious me, you do it twice. I've done Piano Man 140 times. I don't have any complaints there. So, and I think actually what I'd like to do, can we have, I'd like to do a song. Can I
just say, first of all, thank you for coming back, Rachel. Rachel's on this week, which is much calmer for me. And she's come rushing in from work to do it. So that's why I've got good camera angles. We've got all kinds of things.
Working
and
well. JV plugged it in.
Excuse me. JV plugged it in. What track do you want, lovey?
I want People Get Ready, please. I just fancy...
So People Get Ready for People Get Ready is what I would say.
People get ready.
People get
ready. People who are ready. People get ready. There's a train coming. You don't need no baggage. You just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesels humming. You don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. People get ready for the train to Jordan, picking up passengers
from coast to coast. Faith is the key, open the doors and boredom. There's room for all among the loved and lost. Now there ain't no room for the hopeless sinner whose heart of mankind just to save his own soul. Have pity on them whose chances are thinner, 'cause there's no hiding place from the kingdom throne. Oh, people get ready, this train a coming. You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesel humming. You don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. Get on board. Faith is the key, open the doors and board. Oh, you don't need no tickets, you just thank the Lord. You don't need no tickets, you just thank the Lord. Like that one, didn't you?
I did.
Right, sorry, you're.
Sorry, I've just lost it. I'm just looking for it. It's just I've lost it on Facebook. Just to explain, people, my phone is slightly out of action, so I'm using Jonathan's phone tonight for Facebook, which means that every now and then I get lost.
So is it dropping out?
No, it's not dropping out. It's me.
You just can't find it.
It's me flicking too fast on a phone that I'm not used to. So.
Flicking too fast on a phone you're not used to.
Whoop, and I get an advert, which I don't
are
want.
to technology what Margaret Thatcher is to scuba diving.
Excuse me, without me on the technology, you would not have a show.
Darling,
occasionally.
let me just tell you and everybody, I could do both things at the same time. I've got my right hand, okay?
Go for
and
it,
I can
Rachel.
play with my left.
Thank you.
All right, so the test. There we go.
Yoo-hoo!
So it's an informal night tonight here, another informal night tonight. I thought we'd just we're going back a bit to original JV Life in the Steinway Rooms kind of vibe. You know, rather than we're going to get some guests in, we are. But I also just think actually it's easier for us just to kind of chat with you. And what kind of week have you had? Have we got anybody in tonight, or is anybody not watching much?
Sorry, I just need to try and find
Right, you're going to find it. Right, okay, I'll talk to people then. Well, I've had an interesting week, and I just want to do something for you, because yesterday we had quite the most extraordinary day. We should have been going up to Scotland to sing at a funeral of a dear friend of ours, and his her husband was expecting us up there. And then the weather changed, and we just felt, actually it was up in the Midlands and in Wales, on the very roads we were going on to go up to Scotland, and we had to go after Sue's funeral, a funeral that Sue was doing. And we wouldn't have been up there till 1 o'clock in the morning, and then it would be one day, and then it would be coming back again so we could come back and do the show. And Sue's got a funeral tomorrow on Monday, so it's always going to be too much. But we looked at the weather, and the weather was pretty foul, so we decided not to go. And I just think actually it's just when I was younger, I think I would have just got in the car and gone. All right, that would be me as a young man, and we didn't. So we were then free on Friday and Saturday. So instead of actually filling it out, have you found it now?
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
Oh my goodness. We'll put a video in on the and I'll find it for her because are you on my Facebook page?
I'm on your Facebook page.
Right. Have you searched it under Jonathan Veira live from the Steinway room? JV page.
Just keep talking.
So anyway, what we did was we went to a place in Basingstoke. I saw some music on, and I want to talk to Sue about this because it's all about Sue. So that's why I'm keen for her to get going on this. And I saw advertised some weeks ago. You done it?
Yeah.
Right. Some weeks ago, I saw advertised at the Anvil Theatre in Basingstoke, which isn't that far from us, about 40 minutes. This is much to go into London and a lot cheaper than going into London.
Yeah.
And we saw an all Mozart program, pretty much all Mozart. There was a Haydn piece, but it was the classical period of music. That was Haydn, Mozart, etc. And they were playing the clarinet concerto. All that stuff. And that really appealed to me. And then they were playing in the second half the Mozart Requiem, which is one of my all-time favourite.
And mine.
And it happens at Sue's. And she learned it years ago. And so I just said to Sue, look, it's up the road. Let's see if we can get some tickets. And we went. And I realised that I hadn't been to a live concert for classical music concert.
That you weren't in?
That I wasn't in. I just hadn't done it for years and years and years. It was like a busman's holiday. So I didn't go. So I would always do the ones, obviously, I was in, but that was it. And I thought, I've got into classical music again in a big way, just listening particularly to Bernstein and all those kind of conductors and playing big pieces and small pieces and everything else. And so we went along, and I have to say, it was just a lovely experience being with St Martin's in the Fields Orchestra. It's a fabulous national orchestra with the Royal Choral Society singing and the conductor. And the conductor was okay, it was fine. But actually hearing the players play was what was... But it did tell me that that an inspiring conductor inspires his troops.
He does.
And
she does.
She does. And I think actually that was it was interesting going as a kind of a critic, going as a professional, an ex-professional singer, ex-professional opera singer certainly, and so there was this bass. There were four. There's a bass, a tenor, a soprano, and an alto, mezzo, singing amongst with the choir, and they were doing, and I can barely see this, but I'm going to give it a shot. A song that just a tiny little 12 bars that I used to sing, which is it's the big one for the bass, and it comes on, it goes, the trombone comes out, and it goes, boom, 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 Mirum spargens sepulchra regionum cogem omnes ante tronum cogem omnes ante tronum. And then the tenor over Does that bring back...
I have to say, you've just sung it better there.
Well,
And he wasn't playing for himself either. Actually, he was good. He was good.
it was all right.
Yeah, it was all right.
But he was
Trouble is,
passable.
he wasn't
young,
you.
and but it's very difficult being in there. But then lots of things. First of all, is Sylvia listening?
She is.
Well, Sylvia,
Oh my goodness.
F.D. Newman.
Oh, Sylvia.
Obviously, you've performed this many times. I've gone through the notes.
Yeah, she said it was one of her favourite pieces.
And I've got all your pencil markings, and it's got you've actually said Wednesday, May the 9th, 4:45 or 1:45 to 4ish rehearsal. April the 19th, Thursday after Easter, 4:30 to 7 p.m. And then your address in Brighton, when we know
yeah,
you
we
in
visited you
Hove,
there.
and all your markings, things like sit here. You've got things like that. I love that, and all your pencil markings. It's so good to see a score that is covered, and you were singing the alto line.
She just written in. She said, "I know it by heart."
I bet you do.
Yeah, I have to say,
So
I
did
had a
Sue.
very good choir conductor who really put us through our paces, and I virtually know it by heart. The
You
really
do?
sad thing was I never got to perform it. I was so excited about doing it, and the day before, I lost my voice. So that was it. I had to sit in the audience and make notes and do a critique of it instead. Was not the same.
No, it's not. Well, it's never the same, is it? But you sung it every time I put it on.
Yes,
You've
that's
sung
right.
it. And
Elaine Hayward says the Rex Tremendous always makes me think of someone.
Rex Tremendum.
Yes. She says it always makes me think of someone calling their dog Rex.
Yeah, I always go.
Rex!
That's why I always say Rex, Rex, and I'm always envisioning a dog turning up and going yes. It's that. Well, Sylvia, I just went into the studio and I got that and I saw that there and it put a smile upon my face. And that little tuba mirum spargen sonum. And when I sat there looking at him, there was this moment, I think I talked about it last week, when you don't do this anymore. This was a past life. And how many of you have retired, you've done your job, you've done it so well for so many years, or maybe you didn't do it so well for so many years, and you couldn't wait to get out, or you were pushed out and you felt actually that, the choice finally was not one I wanted to make, but I had to make. Because I loved singing with the orchestra. It was one of the great things of my life, wasn't it?
One thing I do want to say is it was really significant that we went last night. Really significant.
Why?
Because for a long time, you couldn't go and watch classical music because it was too much of a painful thing in the sense of, I want to be up there, I want to be doing it. So it was such a pleasure.
Yeah, want I doing it.
Yes,
That was my
to
thing,
be
wasn't it?
sitting there and just enjoying it, enjoying the process of going and sitting in the auditorium with other people and listening to this amazing music. It was
And we'll talk about this a
lovely.
bit more. I'm going to sing a song I'm going to sing a song for Sylvia now. I like to sing a song for Sylvia because Sylvia is a special woman who's put up with so much stuff. She's a stuff and nonsense woman in the sense that she goes, oh, stuff and nonsense, get on with it. And she'd always tell me to just, come on, be good.
Put yourself together.
Put yourself together and get on with it. And actually, she was such like many of you, like P. P, has gone through so much. So many of you have been through so much. You spent a long time in hospital. And right now we think of Cindy. And Cindy, I don't know whether she's managed to join us, but I said if she joined us, then I would give her a dedication anyway. Now, Cindy Kent, who's been on this programme many times, she got her MBE or OBE or one of them, and so she was the lead singer in the Settlers. Remember? Tall, tall, the lightning tree, never too late for you and me. Lightning tree, I know. Tall, tall, the lightning tree, never too late for you and me. Da, da, the lightning tree, never too late for you and me. Da, 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 da.
What song are you going to sing for Sylvia?
Sorry,
What song are you going to sing for Sylvia?
Misty, I think.
Oh, and for P. You're
For
going to
P,
do
yeah.
this for P as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah,
Because you
just-
like a little bit of jazz.
Just giving Rachel a bit of a hand here.
But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to talk a little bit more.
About this amazing concert that we went to.
And what happened?
2, 3. Look at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree. and I feel like I'm clinging to a cloud. I can't understand. I get misty just holding your hand. Walk my way, 1,000 violins begin to play, or it might be the sound of your hello, that music I hear. I get misty whenever you're near. Don't you know that you're leading me on? But it's just what I want you to do. Can't you see that I'm hopelessly lost? That's why I'm following you. Oh, on my own. But I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove. I'm too misty and too much in love. Mr. Ben Castle on saxophone. That you're leading me on, but it's just what I want you to do. Can't you see that I'm hopelessly lost? That's why I'm following you. I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove. I'm too misty and too much in love. I'm too misty, I'm too misty and too much in love.
Bravo. That's rather beautiful. Very nice.
And
David,
that's for Sylvia.
yes, and she's enjoyed that very, very much, as has a lot of people.
And for P.
Yes.
And I'm going to say for Cindy Kent, who's languishing in hospital.
She's
been there for 2
2 weeks now.
And it's very unpleasant. She's been in a room. She's had the blessing of being on a room on her own, but she had COVID while she was there. Of course, the gift that keeps on giving. And but she's waiting tomorrow, hopefully, for an angiogram to work out what's going on and hopefully have a procedure and get out of there. That will be the preferable result there. But she's doing unbelievably. She's 78 years old. Would you ever have known? She's
No.
78 years old.
No.
I mean, unbelievable. She's doing so well. Still presenting programs. She's just become another vicar in
of another
charge.
church, yeah.
I mean, 78, she's not doing badly. I'll tell you, if I can only get to 50, I'm as good as that. I'll be happy. It was interesting, though, wasn't it, Sue? Because we went there. I'm going to sing loads of songs tonight. But it raised so many different issues. But before we get into those issues, many of you were wondering what's been going on with, and I know John Bown has been particularly interesting. Most of you have followed the theme of the raspberry attack, as it's become known, by the local police. And Sue, she's looking to us, she's smiling now, but there have been proceedings sent to me by document of an attack. But I just want you to know, love, that it was nothing personal. But right now, I have a grape for you. Right? It's a little grape, because of the grape. No. So I thought we could just continue with this theme. So here we go. Now, look, it's not difficult, this one. If you just catch it, right, the main thing is to just go, ah. Just say ah.
No.
No, go on. Just say ah, because, no, that's perfect. Now, no, just, can I say?
And if it goes down my throat and I
singer,
choke, he won't take me to hospital.
Listen,
He'll be busy doing the show for you instead.
Can I just say, as a singer, right, that is the widest you've opened your mouth for me for 40 years. That is it, in the choir. That was incredible. That was like Elaine Hayward. Just get in there. Chrissy, you know, I'm teaching you. Now, open that mouth again. Go on. There. No, but don't close it, the main thing. And now go, just like that.
No.
No, come on.
No. No.
I'm giving you a free lesson.
No.
I'm not even going to charge you for it.
No.
No, it's yours for nothing.
No.
For nothing. But here's the grape. You ready? The grape. Right, if you get angry, this becomes the grape of wrath. Okay?
Go on then, quick.
I'm just making this up as I go along, right?
Can I throw...
No, hold on. You ready? No, you've got to tilt your head back slightly. Right? Okay, you ready? Now, open your mouth. In that R position. Here it comes. Here it comes. No, don't shut it now. You're laughing. Sylvia, can you tell her, please? Just right. No, you're shutting it. Going. Don't give all the coffee and stuff now. Put the microphone down. You don't need the microphone. You're not going to bat it in. Okay? It's not. Right, here we go. Don't! Sue's got songs to sing.
The thing is, I can tell by the look in his eye that he's going to...
No, I'm not. I'm genuinely going to try and
not.
go for the mouth.
No, you're not.
Here we go. Look, here it is. 1, 2. Open your mouth. Come on. Open your mouth. 2. And...
Right.
I missed it by miles.
Is it my turn?
What do you mean? Is it your turn?
Well, I just thought I'd
What's this?
throw in...
An orange? No, but you can't do the whole thing.
Well, I don't know, can't I?
Well, that's your left hand. There's absolutely no way you're going to make...
Hang on.
Well, you're not
Can
making it here.
I say that Jonathan is completely safe, because it doesn't matter which hand I throw it with. It will not
But-
go anywhere near him.
so-
but it might go in the Steinway, so I'm not going to
So
do
what
that.
else? What else have you got? What else have you thought about? An apple. Right, you're going to throw the whole apple.
Maybe not.
Right, and what
Or
else? The banana. That could hurt, couldn't it?
Maybe not.
That could hurt.
I'll save this all for later.
And-
I'll tell you what I
and
have
what-
got. I'll tell you what I have got.
What have you got? That was the strawberry that
That was
arrived.
the strawberry that the Pinnock
So,
sent me.
and what was the final thing? You had an idea? Now this is for the ultimate.
The ultimate.
A tin of beans.
Tin of beans.
In a collection.
Maybe not. But I would throw my little
You just
Susie
threw a
B.
strawberry over at me.
I did. I could throw that. That would be perfectly safe.
Anyway,
but-
enough of this. And John, for those of you who don't know, has got a fast-growing story. I think he's on chapter 3. I can't remember now.
4. I haven't read it yet because of my phone, but I spotted it earlier on.
Right, 4.
Yes.
So just
Too
follow
much
the
of a
story.
challenge to write a story about a fruit salad. You are equal to the task, please. John Bown.
Yeah, John is, he's
Rachel has pinned your stories to the top of the Facebook group so that it's all there. If you've
It's all
missed it,
there.
don't worry, you can catch up.
When you've got 2 or 3 hours that you need to waste, that is the thing to watch. Anyway, so we went there to this place, and it was this mixed bag. But what was quite interesting was we were sitting there in the 4th row from the front.
Yeah.
Because we went for the cheap seats, didn't we, Sue? To be fair, We went cheap.
Not very cheap, actually.
The cheap isn't cheap. But
No, but we were going to... Jonathan said, we could sit in those seats in the front row. And I said no, because I know from experience that being on the front row means that you're like this, and it won't be much fun.
So we went 4 rows back, and we're into the clarinet concerto, and literally sitting right behind us. I mean, bearing in mind there are 980 seats in this whole auditorium, and where does this fella sit? He sits right behind us, and suddenly from nowhere he says, "How much longer is this going to be?"
Oh, bless him.
And he was special needs.
He was special needs, and he was blind. So actually, he couldn't see what was going on. But apparently, he really enjoys classical music.
But he'd never been to one before.
His timing was absolutely impeccable.
So he'd never been to a performance, a live performance. He'd heard it maybe on the radio or on whatever, and on streaming. So he asked this question.
Actually, his carer had never been before
no.
either.
Young man.
He had not a clue. So he wasn't very helpful with this chap in explaining what was going on. And as I said, his timing was impeccable, that he would suddenly say, "Where's my crisps?"
Where's my crisps? So the thing that he brought in with him, the carer, was a bag of crisps. Now you have to understand that the clarinet concerto is very, very quiet in the second movement. All that stuff. And he starts rustling around for his salt and vinegar. And so we're thinking, what do we do? And what's interesting is it raised lots of questions for me. And it raised the questions of what's appropriate and what's not. Because then I suddenly thought, I found myself going, hold on, I paid for these tickets, I want quiet, which I do when I'm in a concert hall, generally. But I thought, this man has come in here, he's had the courage to bring a special needs older man into it. The man doesn't know that he's to be quiet, because when he's listened to classical music before, probably at his home or whatever else where he's at, he's listening to it with the talking going on. What was your initial response?
Well, it sort of makes you jump, doesn't it? When suddenly someone says something very loud. It also made me giggle, because you know what I'm like. I get the giggles about things, and it just made me smile, I have to say.
But did it raise any other questions?
For me?
Yeah.
I know we did talk about this on the way home, didn't we? We talked about, how do we include people in a way that opens up that opportunity to them, and at the same time not spoil it for the people that are performing. In particular, I have to say I'm not so bothered about people sitting there listening to it.
So you think, well, you see that if people had paid 150 quid for a ticket,
oh yeah, I suppose
and you got that coming in,
they weren't that expensive.
They weren't. No, we paid £34 for each ticket, which is a lot of money, but it's relatively speaking.
Yeah. I guess if you paid a lot of money.
Now, but that's right across the board within classical music. See, the thing is that there's an etiquette. If he was in a rock and roll concert, he could shout out as much as he liked. Nobody would care. But he's not. He's in a classical concert. And what camera am I on now? Can we put on that one?
Or the one over the piano.
Down here, over here. Yeah. So he's at a classical concert, and I'm thinking that the etiquette is to be quiet. So what I did was, rather than, and I just welcomed him and told him he was really welcome, and the carers welcome, and that they were there. And I said, well, maybe if you go and get some sweets rather than crisps, and that when you're listening, you're very quiet. You don't speak. And I did say that to him, and he
absolutely, he was fine in the second half. Actually, he did. I wasn't aware of him saying very much.
I think once he said something. What's happening now?
Yes.
What's happening now? And it was quite a kind of drawly voice. So it pokes itself out in a concert hall in a way that it wouldn't normally do. But I thought it just stretched that whole thing about when we talk about inclusion, what do we mean? Because I tell you, as a performer, when there have been disturbances in the audiences, which there often have been, in France there was a whole strike, for example, that they literally
with the placards and everything
through and onto the stage and pushed us off. Then that was a disturbance and a half. But that's France, so you kind of expect it. But when people moan or shout or respond or something, I remember being in a production of a Shakespeare play where I went to see it, and there were a whole group of school children came in, and they started answering the people playing, and they're just making rude remarks to the people. it's Shakespeare, for goodness sake, and these kids were just animals. They
Just
didn't-
mucking around.
Yeah,
And
mucking
that's the
around.
problem, isn't it?
Where do you stop with that?
Well, there's this sense of decorum that we don't always have, and a few people are saying about people taking foods into.
Oh, yeah.
And it is the very noisy foods around you, and that's probably more disturbing than someone that you know has special needs. And
Exactly.
I
And
think
so
it's the behaviour of people who should know better. I think,
correct.
probably.
But I think there's also a question of which, if you go to a special evening where it's louder music and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Actually, dun 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 dun. Nobody cares if people are speaking or screaming or whatever. I think it's appropriateness, and I just thought of myself as the performer in a classical concert. If I was doing, a piece of Ave Maria or something like that.
Well, certainly the clarinetist was lovely, and
absolutely stunning.
He was obviously really deep into what he was doing. No music in front of him or anything. He just, was playing it wonderfully well. And there was just a flicker on his face at one point where it was
There was.
a bit of a distraction, but he didn't let it get in the way.
And to explain to you, when you're doing that level of virtuosity, what you're trying to do is you go into a different place in your head when you're performing. You don't need any extraneous thing going through your mind. Now, things do go wrong and stuff like that, but you need to be able to keep the concentration. It reminds me of, remember the Robin Hood, when she flicks him behind the ear when he's shooting an arrow, and you're supposed to be able to, if somebody's doing that, you should still be able to shoot straight, is the idea. And I guess all of that is true. But I think there's a time and a place. I was interested in Pete and the Windmills, what they would think about that, because count everyone in, and organisations like that. And me, I'm trying to get people to come to classical music.
Well, it's interesting. Rachel's just added it's hard to manage at work sometimes because, of course, Rachel works in a theatre, and she said.
That's a good point, actually.
And the other is people using their phones and their cameras.
Oh. And
again, it's this sort of what's acceptable behaviour and what's not acceptable behaviour, and phones are a bit of a bugbear for us anyway. And I was running a funeral the other day, and I didn't tell you this actually, as I was walking in front of the coffin, so I could hear someone's phone going off. And there was no one moving, so clearly it was going to carry on for a while.
Carry on for a while, yeah. And that's the point, because they're embarrassed. I mean, you know how many times phones have gone off in our show, and I highlight it. I always go and I run down the stage and find them, and then answer the phone. I take the phone off of them and say hello. I did it at Spring Harvest. I think I told you that, and they were in the Spring Harvest. They got up and the man answered the phone. He answered it. In 1,500 people, he answered the phone. And the same thing happened. You heard it on Radio 3. I was doing the BBC Symphony Orchestra with Andrew Davis. And it was on Radio 3 live. And the guy answered the phone. He said, hello, yeah, at this level, in the Royal Festival Hall. He said, I'm sorry, I'm in a concert at the moment, like this. And everybody turned around. But then being a white, polite, middle-class audience, nobody said anything. I wanted to jump off the stage and go pick the phone and snap it in half. So it is a distraction, but I'm not talking about that. In a way, food, that they're grown-up people, they should not be taking food into to listen to classical music. If you've got a sweet in your mouth, that's one thing, but anything else. But for me, it's about including people who are on the autistic scale and who've never or have mental health issues and all of those kind of things. Music calms them.
It's good.
Particularly Mozart.
Yes,
If you notice, he sat nearly all the way through the whole of the Mozart Requiem.
He did. It was lovely.
And the way, but also what was interesting was watching the conductor. See, one of the things that the Mozart Requiem, this piece does, is what's called attacca. And attacca, at the end of every piece, it says, it's in Italian, for means it goes straight into the next piece. So that if I was doing, it's like doing one piece followed immediately by the next piece. So there were lots of movements. And you notice with Bernstein, everything goes boom, 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 like that. So there's no breath. This guy, he was putting the bathroom, having a look at what's next. It's just. So it's that. So it doesn't provide time for people to lose concentration. That's what it was. But it was a superb thing for me to get out.
But
let's have some
I
fields
have
of
to
gold,
say,
shall we, go on after this?
Basingstoke doesn't have any signs There was a thing about signage with
Absolutely.
me. We couldn't find our way to the theatre. We couldn't find our way to the car park.
No,
We couldn't find
find
our
our way
way
out
round
the
the car
car
park.
park.
We couldn't find our way to the lift going down. We couldn't find
Find
our
our
way
way once we got to
lift
the
going
lift.
up. It was just. It was, and then couldn't find our way out of the car park.
No,
so.
no exit signs, nothing you could see, no big sign saying exit. You just had to know.
I'm just
You
getting
knew.
old.
But you are, and I
and
think
cranky.
let's do.
Fields of Gold.
Now, who's this for, Sue?
This is for Sue Marsh. She asked for it particularly, but I also want to dedicate this to Helen Coleman, lovely Helen Coleman, whose birthday is tomorrow. 71
Helen.
tomorrow, I believe. So this is for you, my dear. Good friend, good friend.
Good friend
This is
indeed
for you.
to the community and to us. From the album Lockdown Sessions 1, I think it is. And some people bought some CDs this week. So if you'd like to buy some more CDs, there are loads more. We'd love you to buy them. Lockdown Sessions 1, Fields of Gold by Sting.
You'll remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You'll forget this sun in this jealous sky as we walk in fields of gold. So she took her love for the gaze wide upon the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her hair came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love among the fields of barley? We'll forget the sun and its jealous sky as we lie in fields of gold. I never made promises lightly. There have been some that I've broken, but I swear in the days still left we'll walk in fields of gold. We'll walk in fields of gold.
Played by the lovely Raul Veira, who is now in a special home recovering from his awful stroke that he had. We send him big love.
I never made promises lightly. There have been some that I've broken. Oh, but I swear in the days still left we'll walk in fields of gold. We will walk in fields of gold. Many years have passed since those summer days among the fields of barley. See the children run as the sun goes down among the fields of gold. You remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walk in fields of gold. When we walk in fields of gold. When we walk
darling. I'd rather have that than a raspberry.
Let's have a video.
Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? You've been out riding fences for so long now. Oh, you're a hard one, but I know you've got your reasons. These things that are pleasing you hurt you somehow. Don't you draw the queen of diamonds, boy. She'll beat you if she's able. The queen of hearts is always your best bet. Seems to me some fine things have been laid upon your table, but you always want the ones you can't get. Desperado, oh, you ain't getting no younger. Your pain and your hunger driving you home. Freedom, oh freedom, it's just some people talking. You're a prison walking through this world all alone. Don't your feet get cold in the wintertime? The sky won't snow, the sun won't shine. It's hard to tell the nighttime from the day. You're losing all your highs and lows. Ain't it funny how the feeling goes away? Yeah. Why don't you come to your senses? Come down from your fences and open the gate. It may be raining, but there's a rainbow above you. You better let somebody love you. You better let somebody love you. Better let somebody love you before it's too late. God be my witness, I never shall yield till we come face to face. the sentinels, silent and sure, keeping watch in the night, keeping watch in the night. You know your place in the sky, you know your course and your aim, and each in your season returns and returns, and is always the same. And if you fall as Lucifer fell, you fall in flame. And so it has been, and so it is written on the doorway to paradise. And those who falter and those who fall must pay the price. Lord, let me find him, and I may see him safe behind bars. I will never rest till then. This I swear. This I swear by the stars.
And that was for all you lovelies who so enjoy Les Mis, but in particular, that was for Joy Hill, whose birthday is tomorrow. So happy birthday, lovey.
And-
I'm sorry you missed that little bit of dedication at the beginning, but that was for you. Your 65th tomorrow.
By the way, can I just say
You can.
how smooth and incredibly Radio 2 you were about that because I played this, I was doing it, but it was you worked.
I know,
it so-
and it was
a few-
silent
all that-
because it didn't fire after the video. So I did all of that
Sorry? What do you mean didn't fire after the video?
at the beginning.
Right, Sue, you're going to do it now. I'm going to do the introduction because you had to hear.
Let's
you
move
had to-
on. Move on.
No, we don't move on because I love the way that.
Darling, I can't remember what I did.
No, we'll try again.
No.
Don't just. I'll throw raspberries.
No, I'm the ones with the raspberries here. Yeah, you got the second naughty boy slide.
When you do, it's about doing this kind of thing where you run up to the just before you go.
This one is for you.
See that was Radio 2. That wasn't it? It was a kind of hello and welcome to Radio 2. It's 2:00 in the morning. No one's listening. And so what I quite like is I like a little lovely spiritual one now. If you can find for me, please, Rachel. I don't put it on yet until I've found it. But guide me, O thou great Jehovah. Because here you can put it on. It's a great one from. Here we go. Well, she's putting it on anyway.
I like this one.
I love this one.
Lovely backing track for this.
From his project 2. Ever so slightly different, but Welsh again. Guide me, O thou great Jehovah, pilgrim through this barren land. I am weak, but you are mighty. Hold me with your powerful hand. Bread of heaven, feed me now and evermore. Feed me now and evermore.
Very lovely.
That was and I meant to put this one because for no other reason that that's a Welsh hymn, because I felt a bit sad, really. It was swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. And that was just a kind of I don't know, it's like a in memoriam really of Welsh rugby.
Gareth says they're rebuilding, so he's not too,
I always
not
love
too
that.
bad.
I always love that. They were rebuilding from once Gareth Edwards had gone. That was 1979, and or 73 or whatever it was. And now we were building all the way. I sat with a Welshman for 20 years who was going, oh yes, we're rebuilding, you see. And that was the part of it, you see. We're rebuilding. When they can't win, it's we're rebuilding. Mind you, England aren't exactly covering themselves in glory. It's just about getting victories, you know.
Scrambling through.
But hey, you know what? Ireland are going to win.
Gareth Sill said, could the sound go off again, please?
oh, this is. I don't know whether I have the.
He
Okay.
hasn't got the words.
Let's keep going. All right. Swing low. I don't know if I can sing this one. Sweet chariot, fun really, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Gosh, this is an album I did years ago, wasn't it? I looked over Jordan. What do I see? Coming for to carry me home. I see a band of angels coming after me, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Can't remember what key it's in. Before I do, coming for to carry me home. Don't tell all my friends, sweet child, I'm coming to you, coming for to carry me home. Sweet child. Carry me home. Oh yes, coming for to carry me home. Thanks for that, Rachel. I haven't sung that one to backing track for ages.
Mark, don't think she meant to fire it. I think it just sort of happened.
Oh, did it happen? Well,
Victoria Moises had an idea. She said, an idea for a show. You pick the set list, Rachel, and don't tell JV. Can he beat the intro?
not with no, absolutely not, because I know what she'll pick. All the songs that she likes, the ones that I don't, all the ones I record. I've recorded something like 150 songs, something like that. I have no idea, more than that. Oh my goodness. I had no idea this was coming on. What's the first one? Dun, dun, dun. Here is love, vast as the ocean, loving kindness as the flood. To the Prince of Life, our refuge, shed for us his precious blood. To his love will not remember, we will never cease to sing his praise. He can never be forgotten throughout heaven's eternal days. Play it! Liz Bathgate hates this one. On the mount of crucifixion, fountains opened deep and wide. Through the floodgates of God's mercy flowed a vast and gracious tide. Oh, grace and love like mighty rivers poured incessant from above, and heaven's peace and perfect justice kissed the guilty world in love. Let me all your love accepting, love you ever all my days. Oh, let me seek your kingdom only, and my life be to your praise. Oh, you alone shall be my glory, nothing in the world I see. You have cleansed and sanctified me. You yourself have set me free. Throughout heaven's teeming days.
Well, I think that has to be a feature in future shows, that Rachel chooses a track and just puts it on. Everyone enjoyed that one very much.
I'm sure they did.
Rachel likes that idea.
Yes. I was going to sing. Thank you, Rachel, for that, by the way.
It's more about whether or not I can get to the words in time, isn't it, sometimes?
No, we're having a good time. I think we're all having a good time out
We
there.
are all
And,
having a good time.
throwing out songs and doing things that we never thought we'd do. And I thought, actually, the one I'd like to do... Go on.
I was about to say...
You want to do the notices? No.
Elaine's birthday today. What are you going to sing for Elaine?
What did I have down for Elaine?
I don't know. We didn't have anything down.
I think it was something... I did what we did. We're going to sing a song for her. I think actually something like We Rest on Thee, which is quite a lovely song.
Yes.
Or
Oh,
Cinema. I quite fancy the idea of O Cinema Man too.
Okay.
It's a very beautiful kind of... Yeah, here we go.
You weren't going to sing it to the track, were you?
Oh, cinnamon, oh, cinnamon, oh, cinnamon, all on that day. Oh, cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Oh, cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Oh, cinnamon, where you gonna run to? All on that day. Run to the rocks, rocks, won't you hide me? Run to the rocks, rocks, won't you hide me? Run to the rocks, rocks, won't you hide me? All on that day. Lord, run to the sea, sea, won't you hide me? Run to the sea, sea, won't you hide me? Run to the sea, sea, won't you hide me? All on that day. The Lord said, Cinnamon, the sea will be a boiling. The Lord said, Cinnamon, the moon will be a bleeding. The Lord said, Cinnamon, the stars will be a freezing. All on that day.
Here's Raoul again. Raoul and Mark.
Said Cinnamon, you should have been a praying. Lord said Cinnamon, you should have been a praying. Lord said Cinnamon, you should have been a praying. All on that day. Oh, Cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Oh, Cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Oh, Cinnamon, where you gonna run to? All on that day. Run to the stars, run to the sea.
those of you who've not heard that, that is on.
Awesome. That is awesome.
Fantastic album.
Rachel said, "Are you trying to plug travelling songs tonight?"
I
Because
know.
so many of them from travelling songs. And bless her,
it's-
she puts it on when she's been driving backwards and forwards to the hospital. I know she's done that in the past.
Yeah.
It is a great one for in the car, actually.
Who's that?
It's,
Helen?
Rachel.
Rachel.
Rachel
Yeah.
Pryor. It's
Well,
a great one.
it is one that keeps you going, isn't it?
it
It's
is.
travelling songs, and it's got some great songs on there. Can you put Rachel? I haven't thought about doing this one, but Sparrow song. Just put that one straight on. Go on, do it.
She's just got to find it. We haven't put
Have
it in the list, so
No.
she's gonna
If you
have
can
to try
find
and
it, then it's one of those songs that actually came from the album, and there's the one that was the surprising hit, actually.
And actually, if you're going to sing this one, Ruth Southcombe has just come on.
Oh,
so
Ruth.
that would be lovely to
Ruth
sing it for
Southcombe,
Ruth.
lovely to see you on, my loving. How are you? This one is definitely for you. You lost Peter some time ago now, and so this one for you. Why should I feel discouraged? And why should the shadows come? Why should my heart feel lonely and long for heaven and home? When Jesus is my portion, the constant friend is He. His eyes on the sparrow. And I know you watches me. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. His eye, the sparrow, and I know you watches. I know you watches. Yes, I know you watches me. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. His eye is on that little sparrow, and I know you watches. I know you watches. Yes, I know you watches you and I dropped that one in also for the lovely Carol of Wordsworth.
Yes.
Is she watching tonight?
I should think so. She's not commented for a while, but
She's not on.
she's on. Well, no, she's still on, I think.
Carol, I send it out to you. Every time I see your posts, I see you celebrating the past and are sad that you can't be in there. And I say this every week. But he's watching over you too. That's it, really. I'd like to have great words of wisdom. But we were thinking about exactly this thing about people leave you, terrible things happen to us. And I was thinking somebody said something that made me reflect about this, which implied that God gave us those terrible things. This is a mix-up of theology. It doesn't make any sense. If you say to your father, says Jesus, I'd like a loaf of bread, would your father give you a stone? No, he says. He doesn't do that. We live in a world where things have gone drastically wrong. And so things happen to us. Where we see God is in the grace that we have to cope with it, with the stuff. I know so many people. I think of Sharon By, who lost Chris.
She's just on.
Right. Oh, I didn't know that. Well,
no,
how about that
she
then?
just come
You
join
see?
us.
If ever you
There
needed
you
to believe,
see, Sharon.
now's the time.
You were meant to be here.
You were meant to be here with us. Think of Sharon By. And she lost Chris.
And it still
Far
hurts.
too early.
It still hurts.
Far too early. What are we actually saying? Are we saying that actually that is caused by God? I can't grip that at all.
No.
And what I can get in is that when she found this community, and actually there's some really good people. I saw her at Heather's funeral, and I have to apologise for not being one of those who was constant. But there have been some people. There have been people who've dropped her, and that is life. That's going to happen. But actually, in this community, we try and fail, but we try. And every morning we get up and we try again, and we don't always get it right. There are people out there who need our attention. People like Dan. I don't know whether Dan's watched. Dan's probably gone to sleep. He's gone to bed if he was watching. But, you know, Karen Bate, having lost Heather, and Karen needs a big arm round at the moment. Adrian Pinnock, in the Isle of Wight. He's just had another operation and he's awaiting results. Well, we all know what that's like. We met a woman today at church, Jackie, who's just had a major cancer operation, and she's awaiting results. And it's this waiting result. And you know that I understand this. Every 3 months, or even less than that, I've got aches and pains now, and I'm thinking, is this it? Is this me rejecting the kidney? Every blood test, you're waiting for the results of the blood test, and you live in that place of being and not being. Is this it? Is this the end? So you constantly, and as we get to our age, we need people around us to help just reassure us and hold our hands. And talking of that, do you need help this week? Has something come up for you that you need a bit of a hand? Something gone wrong in the house? A light bulb that needs replacing? A bit of DIY? Call JV for all your DIY needs. Sorry? We had Andy. Andy's asked me to do a measurement, and I still haven't done it for the shed. He's doing a shed. Sorry, Andy.
So anyway, you were going to talk about Got a Friend Trust?
Got a Friend Trust. If you've got a need, then Got a Friend Trust exists to help you if we can. It puts an arm round and just says, we care about you. And if you fancy finding out, you're thinking, I don't know whether they can help me. Just why don't you contact them direct? Or if you feel nervous about that, don't feel nervous. Adrian Pinnock is a great bloke, personal friend. And the trustees will look at this. They will very, 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 very tiny amount has ever been refused, because I know what you like. A lot like. And you go, I want to help other people. I'm sure you do, but today might be the day that you're needed to be helped. So now is the time. Ask, and we can organise that for you. Get to Got a Friend Trust, and or speak to Sue or I on Sue at jonathanveira.com. Okay, or scribble a note to us on Messenger. We're all on it because by definition on Facebook. So I think we should have a video, and then come back and do the notices, a few more songs, and then it's time to go home.
Okay.
Well, we'll stay home. He'll stay home. There's the advantage of all of this.
We just switch off.
You just switch off. And we run around and try and have to go and visit my mother tomorrow and my father.
Here's life in all its mystery, beauty and the tragedy, the silence and the symphony, and everything between. And deep inside the heart of man, need to know and understand, we are part of some great plan, just a passing dream. Philosophers philosophize, rarely look you in the eyes. Politics is compromise, rides the ebb and flow. And money talks and fashion screams to fill the space inside your dreams. If you want something to believe, I'll tell you what I know. My maker is my savior, my creator is also my friend, and to find him and his favor is all that matters in the end. Of the age decrees, we may not speak in certainties, but that's what Jesus is to me, the bedrock of my soul, the Savior who can really save, a power stronger than the grave, the greatest gift I'll ever have, the deepest joy I know. My Savior, my Creator is also my friend, and to find him and his favor is all that matters in the end. Oh, my Maker is my Savior, my Creator is also my friend, and to find him and his favor is all that matters in the end. Oh, my Maker is my Savior, my Creator and to find him and his favor is all that matters, is all that matters, is all that matters in the end. Thank you.
in the Church of All Saints in Laneham, which is the church that Jonathan and I got married. So that's what could possibly... Sorry? Okay. So 29th of June also... Oh, right. Okay. So we've had no sound again. Sorry about that. So anyway, you can read what's going on the screen. So there we are. I'm not going over it again. And then August, we are back in Thornley in Grange over Sands. Now, tickets are going really quickly for this. So make sure that you book your tickets. So I'm hoping to see Diana Harrison, Anthea there as well, and lots of other people. I know the Cleggs are hoping to be there. So just make sure that you have a look at that and see if you can join us on the 17th or 24th. And there are other dates going in the diary, so that will be lovely. If you want to know more about these shows, you need to look at this bit here, the jonathanveira.com. And all the dates are on the website, and that will give you all the details of how to get the tickets, how much the tickets are, blah, 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 blah. Sue at Jonathan Veira is where you need to write if you want to ask a question. So feel free to write to me on that. And if you're thinking about putting on a show, you want to know something a little bit more about it, then feel free to write to Sue at jonathanveira.com. Or indeed, if you want to know where any of these songs are on albums, just write to me and let me know. Where are we going next to, Rachel? Yes, well, we have some other lovely dates for you in the Steinway room. So the 25th of February will be our next date. So we can't make next week, but the week after that, we will be here. And then we're on a sort of run, really, where we're around quite a bit throughout March. So these are all the lovely dates that we're going to be here in the Steinway room. We might find the odd guest for you to enjoy, or we might just keep going with just the two of us for a couple of them. But Jonathan's looking into various people coming in and joining us. Yes, so YouTube, you need to join us on YouTube. If you can, you need to subscribe. So if you haven't done that yet, please do so, because you get notified of when the shows are and so on. So all you have to do is click on subscribe on YouTube, and you just have to put in an email address. And do you know what? It doesn't cost you a penny. It doesn't cost you a penny, but it just boosts our figures, and it helps us, and it gives Rachel lots of gizmos and toys and things to play with, so that she can do a bit more on the technical side, which is fantastic. Where next, Rachel? Yes, now we talk about the JV community group. If you're not part of it already, this is a very kind space for you to go to. It's on YouTube. No, it's on Facebook, sorry. It's on Facebook, and it's a lovely time for people to just sit and write to one another. They share their thoughts, they share their jokes, they share the things that they've made, they share pictures of their day, but it's a kind space, and people love it there, and they're very helpful to each other. So it's the lovely space to go to if you have something that's bothering you and you want people to pray for you or to think helpful thoughts. It's open to people of faith and no faith. So if you just want to hold people in your thoughts because you know that they're struggling, then that's great, and we really welcome that. So if you haven't joined already, you need to join the JV Community Facebook group. There will be a couple of questions that you will be asked, and please would you answer them, because it makes it a much quicker process. So it will just simply ask you how you know about this, and so just give a quick answer. It's not difficult, but it just makes it a lot quicker if you could do that. So I think I'm going to stop there, because we've also talked about YGAV. So back to my man on the piano tinkling away.
You have forgotten, as I very asked you to mention.
Yes, no. Right, so the away day, amazing. The Southern away day is on the 20th of November, back at St Catherine's Parmore, and lovely Stuart has created this space for us. So again, if you want to go the day before to stay over to the day after, you could go on the 19th until the 21st, or any variation therein. So have a think about it, put it in your diary, and we will very soon get the logging in details up for you, where you can find out how much it's going to cost and so on. But put that in your diary. It's the 20th of November, and plus possibly the 2 days either side, depending on whether you want to stay there for the nights or not. So 20th of November, okay? Got that? 20th of November. Still haven't stopped thinking about going up north. I just need to find the time to do a bit of research for you and to get asking people about costs and things. So over to Jonathan.
I pray you'll be our eyes and watch us where we go, and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe. I'll pray we'll find your light and hold it in our hearts. When stars go out each night, remind us where you are. Let this be our prayer when shadows fill our days. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be safe. A world where pain and sorrow will be ended, and every heart that's broken will be mended, and we'll remember we are all God's children, reaching out to touch you, reaching to the sky. We ask that life be kind and watch us from above. Hope each soul will find another soul to love. Let this be our prayer, just like every child needs to find a place. Guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be safe.
As we head towards the end of the week now, or end of the show, sorry, and going into a new week. This one is, I love this song. The tune of Finlandia. And I can't remember who loves this song, but I think it was P, actually. He really liked this one. And Rachel. Finlandia.
There's lots of hearts going up. I think lots of people like this.
Sit back and relax and enjoy this one.
we rest on you, our shield and our defender. We go not forth alone against the foe, strong in your strength, safe in your keeping, tender. We rest on you, and in your name we go. Strong in your strength, safe in your keeping, tender. We rest on you, and in your name we go. Yes, in your name, O Captain of salvation. In your dear name, all other names above. Jesus, our righteousness, our sure foundation, our Prince of glory, and our King of love. Jesus, our righteousness, our sure foundation, our Prince of glory, and our King of love. We go in faith, our own great.
That's always echoing, and here it is.
We go in faith, our own great weakness feeling, and needing more each day your grace to know. Yet from our hearts a song of triumph feeling, we roar on you, and in your name we go. Yet from our hearts a song of triumph feeling, we rest on you, and in your name we go. We rest on you, our shield and our defender. Yours is the battle, yours shall be the praise when reigning in the kingdom of your splendor. Victors, we rest with you through endless days. When reigning in the kingdom of your splendor, victors, we rest with you through endless days.
some
What?
deliberate mistakes in
A
there.
wonderful way to finish an evening. That was just exquisite. Beautiful.
And so we only have 4 minutes left, and I think that's about right for us. I've sung a lot,
You
talked
have.
a lot.
You
And
have.
one of the things we said that we wanted to say also was that in our churches, our concert halls, we want to welcome people, but in our churches, we want to welcome them even
We
more.
do. We do.
want people to feel included in. So when people make extraneous noises, when they're weird and wonderful, when they come in smelling of alcohol, when you actually get them and they're drugged up to the eyeballs, sit down with them, give them a cup of coffee, make sure they're surrounded by people who love them and put an arm around them. Tell them that they matter to you, actually, not to everybody, to you. And actually be the one that takes initiative. Go up there and help them, actually. Be there for them.
Absolutely.
And I thought it was great to talk to that guy yesterday, just to the carer, and
Yeah.
I thought his name was James, but you think his name was something else. Anyway, your memory's going, so it's fine. So, what? Sorry?
Who are you?
Sorry, I've forgotten. I can't hear what it's saying.
Oh, you got third one.
Right, so it's we're off now, and we're going to have I'm tired. I'm actually tired now. We woke up early, and we were feeling a little bit less than this morning, but we went to church, and I'm tired now. Look at that. I'm actually yawning.
Tired.
I'm yawning. And we wish you all the best for this week to come. And as we sing, go peaceful. I don't know. Are you wanting to sing? You don't want to sing
no,
it?
not tonight,
No, you're
no.
not. You're not singing at the moment, are you? You're
I'm
not
not.
up to that. So I'm going to sing it for you, and we'll do it. We'll do it via the record. We'll do the backing track because I like it, and it'll be a 1 minute over. But let's have it on. But go peaceful in gentleness. We love the fact. Let's play Rachel, and let's go. We love the fact that Rachel rushed in from work to do this.
Yes, bless her.
Having a school show, I think it was this
Dance
week.
show or something.
Dance show. So thank you, and thank you to Claire for putting the slides
pictures,
on. She
yep.
puts the slides on every week, and it's something. Even if she's not in with us necessarily, she's doing these for us. So we thank her for that. And we hope we'll see you next week, and keep adding now to this as we go into the end of the year. Sorry, end of the second part of the academic year. We want to see more people. Otherwise,
We'll see you in 2 weeks' time, basically. 2 weeks' time.
It goes like this.
Go peaceful in gentleness through the violence of these days. Give freely, show tenderness in all your ways. Through darkness, in troubled times, let holiness be your aim. Seek wisdom, let faithfulness burn like a flame. God speed you, God lead you, and keep you wrapped around His arms. May you be known by love. Be righteous, speak truthfully in world of greed and lies. Show kindness, see everyone through heaven's eyes. God hold you, enfold you, and keep you wrapped around his arm. May you be known by love. God hold you, enfold you, and keep you wrapped around his heart. May you be known by love. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you, and give you his peace. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you, and give you his peace, and give you his peace. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn his face toward you. The Lord bless you and keep you, and be gracious to you. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn his face toward you. Face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you, and give you his peace, and give you his peace.
Well, it's come to an end, and so it's good night from me, and it's good night from
And
her.
it's good night from me. Love
Thank
you
you so
lots,
much.
everyone. Take care.
See
Have
you
a
in
good
2
week.
weeks.
See you in 2 weeks. Don't forget,
2
we'll
weeks.
be back here.
Don't
2
come on
weeks.
to us and say we don't know when it is. It's 2 weeks from now.
Thank you for joining us in here. We love you lots, and we look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks' time.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye.